Hey guys, welcome back to Save File as Paralegal. My name is Talia for those of you that are new, and I currently work as a house counsel discovery legal assistant here in the state of Florida. If you are returning, make sure to like this video or leave me a comment so that I know that you are here. Hey y'all, excuse me, there's something in my eye. It has been just a quick second, okay? Life has been going on, but more importantly, work has been going on. I think the last time I talked with you guys, or it may be in this video, because I think my clips are short enough. This may be like the catch up. So I'm just pulling up my document so that I can share with you guys everything that I want to share with you guys at this current moment. This is the catch up portion of the video so that the next footage or whatever is on this makes sense. So if you have not noticed, first of all, I am recovering from being sick again and my voice actually being gone. It is taking a little bit longer than what I'm used to get the full capacity of my voice back, but I still sound like I'm either like, it still sounds off, but it's just, I don't know. Okay. So, I would say excuse that, but girl, that's just life. That's how I'm sounding right now. So it is what it is. In my quick little intro there, you would have noticed that my title has changed. I think I spoke with you guys in letting you know that after in January or February, no, I got the notification January 9th that I actually was moving to the discovery team, and that training actually started January 13th, and it went all the way through to sometime in February, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not mistaken. It went through sometime in February, and we actually started taking active roles, I think towards the end of February, like 2/25 or something like that. And so I have been working in that capacity. I absolutely love it. I'm not tied down to any one attorney, which is cool. I can kind of just do my work and keep it pushing. And so I also helped with training of what we call our administrative team, I helped train our administrative team on some tasks because our department, I guess, is growing, so they say. And I've also been helping conduct training for people coming from PIP. So I've been quite busy here at work, and I think the last part of the clip in this video, you guys, I think I tell you guys, like, I want to talk to you guys about my yearly review, because the results of my yearly review really showed me something, one that I know for a fact that the Lord had already kind of like, I don't want to say warned me about, because it wasn't a bad thing, but warned me about in the sense of like, hey girl, this is what it is, what you gonna do. And so I was prepared for it, but it still sucked. Like, I don't know how better else to say that. It still sucked. So that's why I'm trying to pull up this so I can talk to you guys about it, because I think there's a good lesson in this as well. We have been hearing, I've been hearing on social media for a while now that and I have said this to you guys as well, you cannot have loyalty at these companies. These companies are not loyal to you, okay? Which, I don't know. I'm a millennial. I've been through that. Y'all know we are kind of rogue when it comes to jobs, in the sense of like, we don't feel like we can just sit here for 10 years and thrive. And, you know, the work your way up model wasn't really our thing when we got out into the workforce. And so this time just proved us correct, okay? But I do also want to highlight the fact that you have to also realize and know when it's time to pivot and when it's time to go. And you know, we're in such a precarious time. You really cannot, you do your best, right? Do your best, but you have to have a line of going above and beyond. And that was my lesson. You want to be super helpful because you're knowledgeable. And me, because someone gave me the information and took the time to explain to me, when someone asks or when management asks me to do like a training or something like that, in my mind, I'm like, yes, I want to do it because someone did that for me in a time I was completely new to this role. Completely new, had never worked a role like this before. And so someone took their time after training, during training, to really make sure that I understand and grasp the concept so that I could be successful in this role. And I have proven to be successful in my role. But you also have to realize when you have reached as far as you can go, you know what I'm saying? And nothing proved to me more than, one, the Lord foreshadowing, kind of like, hey girl, what's up, you know? And also my review. So hold on, you guys, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to find it. We have 3 to 4 areas that we are graded on throughout the year. And I, of course, coming off of the year before where it was such a tough year, and I really had to persevere and fight through all the obstacles, the noise, the bull crap, in order to rise above and make sure that I'm not allowing all of the extra to kind of inundate me and put me in a position where I will be looked at and can't continue on, or I will be less marketable and can't continue on to doing something else. And that was hard, right? On top of that, I got I had a new attorney again, and learning the way that they worked and reacclimating to how they worked, how we could compromise and work effectively together. It's just, it was like starting over again, you know what I'm saying? And so in that too, I made sure to keep myself available for training opportunities, for learning new things, because inherently that's how I am, that's who I am. And so I wanted to keep myself available for that. So any extra training or any opportunities to learn a new skill, I was like, yep, sign me up. Yep, sign me up. On the flip side, because of how I worked, and because of my productivity, how high my productivity was and my efficiency, I was also slickly, okay, given additional tasks that other people weren't given. I was given 2 attorneys again, which is not the first time that has happened to me, because I was proficient and efficient. Because I was proficient in my job role and I was efficient. And I am not the most tenured person again. And so I was also my work was also being modeled and used for training, not just in my own team, but in different areas of the state. And yeah, so I felt like I gave a lot and a lot was taken from me. Not in a bad sense, but just like all of my work product, I am, you know, you're using my things that I created for myself or how I work to model for someone else. I even had to assist with onboarding of an attorney and I was told they wanted that person to come in the right foot, and because I keep up with procedures and I'm very, you know, a stickler for that kind of thing and making sure that everything is good, they wanted to pair me with a new person to make sure they came in and learned the correct way, right? I'm not a trainer. but my quality of work shows that I am keeping up with the changes, keeping up with the law changes, keeping up with process changes, and correctly doing work. My audits were really good, no rework, no errors again. And so when I got my annual review, I was very shocked. And I did question it. The first, excuse me, the first objective was quality of work. Like I said, my work was used as a model for training. It was used as a model to show people how to construct their diaries, tasks, and all kind of other things. I just got a successful. I did not get an outstanding, which is the highest score. I got a successful. Productive work habits. In that area, I did get an outstanding, but I did not get on paper, I did not get the accolade, for lack of better words, for things that I did do, such as the additional training, the onboardings, creating training documents for people that were struggling, that kind of thing. No. My camera's about to die. Hold on just a second, you guys. I jumped into so many people to help. If I had capacity, I was always like, what can I help you with? What can I help you draft? What can I help you do? And for my team contribution, I just got a successful. After jumping in, and I mean not just for my team, but for teams in Orlando, I was kind of floating for just a second there, helping wherever was needed with the mail team, with the whatever. And I got a successful, which is just like passing. I did not get an outstanding. So to say like I'm not hurt, but it was just like, oh, okay, I'm not appreciated, cool. So I'm not going above and beyond. I'm not taking on any extra things. I'm not, that's kind of how it makes you feel. And that's how I feel. I feel like, all right, cool, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna do my job, because you're not rewarding me for going above and beyond. And when I asked, I was told, this is corporate. And I was given some standard answer that didn't really give much. And I was also told that I was expected to go above and beyond. A lot of my contributions were not highlighted. Therefore, someone else, if I go to a different department, it'd be like word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's not listed there. And so I'm not really feeling it. I'm not just being honest. I do have other things in the pipeline, such as this semester, I'm finishing my master's in legal studies and I plan to go into compliance. I'm still fighting to get to law school, but it's a lot. And just to get there, right? And so, but eye-opening nonetheless. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of this vlog, and I am entertaining your questions, comments, but I will see you guys in the next time. You guys be blessed, be well. I'll talk with y'all soon. Bye. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Safe File as Paralegal. Today is a Monday. Why do I look like this? That's a good question. The time is 8:58 a.m. and as you can see, I'm in my bed. Today I called out, and this is just your reminder that it is equally important to rest your mind as well as your body. I was not going to force myself to just power through today. I'm tired. I don't want to. I want to rest. So I'm popping in because it is a Monday and I definitely wanted to get my work week vlog started for the week. But I want to let this be a reminder. If you have the PTO time, the capacity, and if everything aligns how you need it to align, call out if you need to rest your mental or your body. Okay? Look at me. Look at the bags. All right. So I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye. Okay, so my desk space currently looks like this. I love my desk. The desk in itself would not change that. Absolutely loves it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, so here on the wall, I am going to put something so it's not blank like this. I'm going to show you guys what I got. I'm going to put some shelves up here and display all of my, and display my Black literature that I have collected, along with some other stuff, just to make it look not as plain. On my desk, we're going to clear this stuff up, clean it down, and I did get a new chair. It's okay. This seat, I need to get an extra cushion because it just doesn't, no. So I popped over to Amazon and I got this, a wrist rest. It's not, I'm gonna see if I even like it before I take it out the pack. I like the color, but it's not cute. I was gonna get the cloud ones like I've been seeing the girls get, but the colors, like I didn't like any of the colors that they offer. And then I got this, which I have not even opened yet, and it's the everyday pad. It's that pad piece that goes, so you don't need a mouse pad anymore. And it's going to, I think it's going to be good because it's going to make sure that my keyboard isn't moving all day too, because it has like some friction. So I got that, and I got it in a neutral color. I'm not a neutral girl. Y'all know I love color. But I opted, this is the color that I opted to go with. I opted for a muted or neutral color because I like actual color. And so I figured, I thought that get a neutral, get a muted type of color. And then that way when I'm ready to like switch out my keyboards or switch out my themes or do something like that, I don't have to worry about matching, you know, that kind of stuff, or repurchasing that kind of stuff, because I already have a color that it will match with. So the first step is let me go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up, put away. Like, come on, sis, what's going on? This desk is where I work at. This desk, not only do I work my job at this dang desk, I work my life at this desk. I utilize my desk. I sit at my desk and edit. I sit at my desk and research. I sit at my desk and do a lot of stuff. So it is beneficial for me to make sure that it's comfortable. I can sit here for long periods of time. I'm just moving so that glare isn't on my face, but I can sit here for long periods of time. And because I do, you know what I'm saying? I do. I sit and do my budget here. I do a lot. I do a lot. So let me go ahead. I don't know where I'm gonna prop y'all up so y'all can see what's going on. I do have a keyboard and a mouse coming. So of course I'll share that once it gets here. Oh, let me show you guys the shelves that I got. My living room is black, green, and mustard. I don't know. I hit that by accident, sorry y'all. So y'all can see like my furniture. So I thought the shelving, of course, I wanted to match. So I got black. I got black shelving. And I got these from IKEA. They were reasonably priced. However, they come with no hardware. So I actually had to ask my dad. I got two of the, what's the inch? I got two of the 21 inches and then one of the really big one that I'm going to put my degrees on. The really big one. And this one is 45. So I did get those, which I'm going to go ahead. I did get those. So those are going to go up as soon as I figure out how to do that. My dad told me that I should be able to do that. I just got to get some screws and find the stud. Like, and I do have a stud finder. I remember having a stud finder from when we when I attempted to put up my TV. I ended up paying someone to do it because I couldn't figure it out. So so yeah, let me find y'all something to be on and let's clean this up and make it cute. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me change it out. Okay, so this is what the matte looks like. I don't know if you guys can see the true color. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Don't worry about that. I don't know if you guys can see the true color. Let me see. This is giving like a beige. And now that I look back at my orders, the keyboard that I was going to order is like white and beige and stuff. Now what I'm still unsure about is this. I'm not sure about this. It feels good on my wrist because this was, imagine sitting like this all day. It is, you know, starting to aggravate my wrist. So I am going to start using this and it feels good. I'm just not sure. Like, it's not giving, I don't know what I thought it was gonna give, but it's not giving something. Like, I'm just not sure about it. I'm not sure. So I'm using my old keyboard until my new one comes. But you guys can see like the vibes. This has always been here. I've always had this gold riser, the gold and white. This is years old. Like, I've had this with the matching things back there since I've been in this apartment, which has been 5 years now. These are gonna go up when I get my shelves up, but that's just little stuff for my travels and all my equipment that I need to be successful at work. Like I said, keyboard, remember that we're gonna change. She's changing. So yeah, I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what is going on. Uh-oh, there we go. I don't know what I thought this was gonna do for me, but it's not. I just don't like it. This year I said that I was gonna not settle. If I don't like something, I'm gonna be vocal, return it. Like, instead of just like, I'll just keep it, it was only $10, I'll just keep it, it was only whatever. I'm not doing that this year. If I don't like it, it's going back. I did that with the phone case. I ordered a phone case and I thought it was like 3D. It looked like It was like hand painted. It was so pretty online. When I got it, I said, y'all need y'all butts whooped for this, but I was like, I'll just keep it. It's only $10. I'll just, no, go get your $10 back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna get it together. But we cleaned everything down, dusted everything down. I need to get a new one of these. Hopefully I can find a cute one, but that's the thing thus far. Now let me catch y'all up on work, because like I said, I'm gonna just end up combining these, I believe. I've been in training for the past couple of weeks now, by the time you guys are seeing this, for the discovery role that I am in. And we are doing paralegal work. It is paralegal work. They don't want to call it paralegal work. And while I'm glad to be learning, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about doing discovery all day. That's now gonna be like my only job, discovery, all freaking day. I'm not sure how I feel about that. On top of that, a lot of companies, I know you guys have been seeing by now, they're rolling back DEI, not just DEI, but they're rolling back things that would make, you know, our workplace equitable. My job has not done that. In fact, we're still having our cultural initiatives, our inclusion initiatives, all these things. But I say that to say this: we're in a time where you have to kind of hunker down. You have to hunker down where you are and begin. If you're not where you want to be, you need to begin putting yourself in position to get to where you need to be. We're no longer in a place to be lollygagging around. We're no longer in a place of saying, oh, I'll start training for this in another this time. I'll start training. No. If you can, do all you can to put yourself and set yourself up for where you want to be. It's go time. Okay? And if you're anything like me, I am looking at myself like the Lord has been very generous to me. Very, very generous to me. And I was sad because I was saying, what if now is the time that I'm supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z? But I've been sitting here in my head, self-doubting myself, saying, no, I don't want to take away from X, Y, you know, all of these things or whatever that aren't serving me, that aren't serving my future, because I don't, whatever the reason, whatever the reason, even if you're procrastination, lack of, and I don't know how to fix none of that shit, okay? I'm not gonna sit up here and say I know how to fix that. Work through it, push through anyway. It is go time. It is time to go, to be moving towards your destiny now than ever before. Put the excuses, and I'm not saying if they may be valid excuses, start anyway. Okay, start anyway. If money is your issue, look at the programs that are out there that can help you supplement, that can help you pay. They're still there for right now. Get them before they're gone. Like, do it. If money is still an issue, start putting $40 away. Start doing something. So where it's go time. It's not time to play. It's not time to do any of that. If you want to start social media, my camera just cut off, and I was like, I know good and well I was recording that whole time. I was. But what I was saying is, now is not the time to lean on our excuses, lean on our, you know, lack of whatever. No, it's not the time. You got to push through. You got to do what you got to do to get where you are trying to be. Even if the step is, okay, I really want to go back and get my paralegal certificate, but it's going to cost me $1,000. Start putting something away towards that $1,000. Start looking at scholarship opportunities, grant opportunities. Do the back end work. It may take some work. and pray and ask the Lord to bless your efforts. You are looking at a person. When I decided to go back to school, I did not know how I was going to pay for it. The Lord was gracious enough to give me a second job. I worked my second job at IKEA. If you have been on this channel, you already know I worked my second job at IKEA because my job said that what I was trying to go back to school for did not fall into the realm that I would be reimbursed for tuition. So I said, bump it. I can't let them stop me. Okay, I got another job. So I worked, and granted, I don't have children. I don't have any of those, you know, I don't have a spouse to have to worry about. I just had me and my responsibilities, but I still have responsibilities. And listen, the Lord blessed my efforts so well that we ended up getting a new HR person that said, why doesn't this, she fixed it all up so that I could get tuition reimbursement. So I only ended up paying for one semester out of pocket and never paid again, other than books. But it is doable. It's doable. Don't let what you're going through right now deter you in any way, shape, or form. Work towards it. Even if you have to look online for these free classes where people are putting out the information. Start getting yourself in the habit of studying, even if you're trying to go back to school. It's go time. No more excuses, no more whatever. You have to run after what you need and run after what you want. And now is the time. Now is the time for you to put aside, hyper focus in on where you need to go, where you're trying to be, all the things. Listen, playtime is over. Sitting and waiting for the opportunity to come is over. And get creative. After my master's program, I'm truly considering working in a capacity that will allow me to work anywhere outside of the country. Working in a capacity, or even going to law school in another country. Listen. It's no more time to play. Okay? So you guys be blessed, be well. Thank you for bearing with me. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.